Good evening, professors. We, the human civilization, over these thousands of years of growth, always do research, always find new things for the peaceful life of our human being in this world. In this session, let me share some of my views regarding what a good research is. Of course, it should be systematical, logical, empirical, and replicable. These are the basic facts, and there are many other dimensions with which we have to discuss about. Before that, let us have the need and use of research methods contributed by they contribute many useful innovations for the happy and peaceful life of human race in our mother earth. So what is this? Simply, research refers to the search for knowledge. We want to know many things. We want to understand so many new existing phenomena. So this is a search for knowledge for the benefit of us and as well as the life on this earth. So again, the research can also be called as the scientific method because it is a programmed or sequence-oriented, logical sequence of operations, if performed, will come out with a useful and purposeful results that is going to contribute to the welfare of the society. Now, what is this research? Research is the careful, critical inquiry or examination in seeking the facts, principles, diligent investigation in order to ascertain something. So we have to be critical, we have to seek the facts or principles, and it is because of the diligent investigation we can ascertain new things. This is according to the website's new international dictionary. Now, the social research, according to Paul V.H.N.S.N., the famous author, is the method of studying, analyzing, and conceptualizing the social life of people in order to extend, modify, correct, and verify our knowledge. So we always go for knowledge. Then, whether that knowledge that you found out of this research it aids in constructing theory or in practicing art. So this is what we mean research in social science. So with this opening, we will go to our main point of discussions. What is a good research? It is controlled, rigorous, rational, systematic, valid, verifiable, empirical, critical, generalized, subjectivity, and there needs to be credibility, accuracy, reliability, honesty, and knowledge. So this is an illustrative list that may be included with many other points as your experience gives to you. Now, what is this research? It should be controlled in the sense the research must be carefully planned, structured, and it should be according to the scientific method or process. And that means the research process must be conditioned, that must be based on some assumptions and postulates. It cannot live aloof. It cannot live in vacuum. It should be in a controlled fashion. If you do it in an uncontrolled way, never you will end with your solution. So it must be controlled. The next, it should be rigorous in the sense we should adopt the policies, methods, principles that we use for making this research in a strict manner without giving any lenience. We must adhere to it sincerely. The objective and purpose must always be kept in your mind so that we will not go out of the track. So stringent practices and policies are to be used in making your research successful. Then again, rational. A research is said to be a rational one because it is objective and based on logical derivatives, not your own emotions. It is not emotional. Logically prudent. It should be according to the common sense and proved history that we have. So a research cannot go beyond certain preset norms and rationale with which we live. Again, systematic, in the sense your research must be done one after another, one step by the next step, by the next step. Then this process may be either serially or parallelly processed. Some of the works may be parallelly done and the others may be serially done. Of course, it must be systematically as per the planned, formulated measures and means in a scientific way. So unless and otherwise it is systematically formulated and done, the result may not be as we expected. So it must be systematic and again valid. That is, your results, the findings must be verifiable and tested so that you can well say that it is correct, it is truth. We give only correct information, we give only correct findings. So this can be done only because of validity that we associate to the good research. It must confirm and establish as a proved beyond doubt that a particular phenomena is like that. We are doing like this, we should do like that. So everything must be validated before presenting. The next one is verifiable, empirical, and so. Verifiable in the sense you must be, the findings or the facts you propose in research must be capable of being verified or tested with some other related values and variables and data. It must be comparable with what we had already so far and the checking with the related and historical data. What was told, why it is changing. Like that you should causate things and make it verifiable. So a good research should be verifiable. Again, empirical in the sense it must be evidence-based, facts, views and ideas gathered. Nothing stated or nothing we give in the research can be of your own idea. It must be properly evidenced by the data, either primary data or secondary data that you collected during your research. So a derived or computed information could also be used by using various statistical applications and things. So with the proof of inferences. So whatever you infer out of your statistical research, it must be with proof. That is what we call it as empirical study. And again critical. Unless and otherwise you examine the acceptability or future behavior of any phenomena, you cannot come out with newer dimensions of the given phenomena. Any objectionable contradictions are to be properly solved and resorted to so that it can give a practicable solution to your problem. So the challenges are to be well set, well predicted and must be solved. So this is why we call it every research as critical. Then generalize. So however the depth we go into, we must be able to come out with single word or we should be able to come out with single proposition that is going to answer the given research problem. That is, higher level of inferences must be able to be obtained from the research. Consolidated formulations, overall state of affairs and future dimensions. If you concentrate on these, definitely your research will be able to generalize what are all millions and thousands of data that you may be mobilizing in your research process, but that can be consolidated and generalized into a valid future course of action. So this is what we mean by generalization. And above all, the next one is the objectivity, where we have to proceed towards the purpose. Once you set your objective, you go, you track, you perform your research towards your objective. There are more specific and absolute activities are to be undertaken towards the objectives, quantifiable terms than the descriptive proposition. That is, the research should be trying to quantify every value that is going to contribute solution to his research. So everything must be quantifiable. Try to be quantifiable. Try to be quantitative than qualitative, than a narrative or descriptive propositions. So that will improve the quality of your research. And again, create credibility. It is a process. Our findings, our suggestions are valuable to the societies and professionals. That is, they should appreciate it. The findings of the research should be appreciable to everybody who is related to the problem under study. Then again, accuracy. The facts and findings are to be exact, specific, error-free. Then it must be quantitatively measurable, and it should be capable of being confirmed that the findings you give are accurate, are exact. It is not vague. It is not unclear. So this is what we mean by accuracy. And again, reliability. So what you give must be acceptable, must be agreeable, must be dependable by others. Then only your research will be fruitful. How you can make it, in the sense, with the help of all the relevant related facts, support it with proof, then ensure that it is applicable everywhere. Universal applicability of your proposition, of your findings and suggestions will make your study, research more reliable than others. Then honesty, a full, frank and open disclosure of the findings must be there. No suppression or exaggeration of the facts is required in research. We are not writing poetry, we are not writing prose, where we don't need to concern about the exact status of the data. But here we are doing a research report. We are doing a research in the sense there should not be either suppression or exaggeration of the data. Sincere evaluation must be there. Of course, as we all know, for making the sincere evaluation bold and we should be bold first of all. Because many times truth is very much bitter. So one must be bold enough to disclose whatever he found in his study. Then knowledge. This is the final aim of our good research. For what? Why we go research? To enhance our knowledge base. So your findings should add to the existing fund of related information. It should upgrade, it should wider, it should go in deep and in a comprehensive way. What is available in your knowledge base? Your knowledge base must be increased. The knowledge base must be gone in deep. It must be inclusive of many related factors. So this is regarding the propositions regarding the good research. So of course this is a very simple review for you. A research is a search for, as you all know, knowledge. A good research aids construction of and practice of theory and practice of art. And of course, remaining two questions are formal. So, thank you. We will meet again in